Melissa. I'm Krista, Melissa's older sister, and it's kind of a little bit opposite. As an older sister, I was so excited for a sister. I remember one of the first memories that I have is Melissa was still in the carrier thing, and I threw a ball at her and started bawling because my new friend did not throw it back. I had no idea that, they can't throw balls back right away. And throughout life, we've had many different roles together. Sometimes they're ever changing in an hour, let alone just within our entire lives. So one of those is our friend. And throughout the years, we've always been friends and we've always been playing, whether it be dressing up, or we also put on very elaborate, planned out ice skating in our living room. I was always Scott Hamilton, because I was the taller one, and she was Christy Yamaguchi. And we would dance until our parents were like, that's enough. We also played Barbies, probably till an unhealthy age for myself. But we always seemed to play. And as we grew up, we came into new roles, and one of those roles was someone that I admired. You've always gone through life with strength and grace that I could only hope to attain. And just your love for other people and wanting to be a part of their lives and make their lives happier has been something that has been so great to watch. And now you are entering into this new role. And I know that it's a role that you are going to thought about quite a bit, and that you're really excited for, to be Mario's wife. And I'm so excited. I didn't think I'd get a little teary, but I might start. But I'm so excited for you because I know, thank you, that you're gonna do great, and that you guys are going to love each other, and we love you, and we're just so excited. So from a family of all girls, welcome Mario. You have little to no shoes to fill because we don't have any brothers, so that's great for you. And we are so happy that you're now a part of our family, and congratulations.
Hi everyone, I am Melissa's younger sister, Jessica. And as Krista and Jessica have already said, we want to thank our parents and the Blazos for having us all here, and for every one of you for coming so far and for being such a big impact in the lives of Mario and Melissa. As you all know, Melissa is a very special person. She is a daughter, sister, friend, mentor, and now wife. The list could go on, and although Melissa is many of those things to me, more than anything else, she has been a ray of light. To clarify what I mean, I must explain how influential of a person she has been in my life. It started when I was young and wanted nothing more than to spend time with my competitive and cool older sister. I spent most of my nights begging her to let me sleep with her. She knew this meant I would end up talking her ear off, trying to convince her to play games such as guess which letter I'm tracing on her back, or 21 questions with me. And although she knew she wouldn't get much sleep if she said yes, she often did. It was these times as a child that she began to show me her light. As we grew older, I began to see many different traits she possessed. One of my favorites is Melissa's determination, steadfastness, or what I like to refer to as her spunk. Her spunkiness has manifested itself in many ways. From the time she chucked a Barbie doll at my face and burst my blood vessel, to the decision she made of trying a new sport that required her to run miles upon miles at practice days after being diagnosed with whooping cough, which is quite terrible. One of my most memorable times Melissa's spunk and determination shined through was when I was in middle school and she was on the high school cheerleading team. At one of her competitions,
1 year.
She might have not wanted me to say that. At one of her competitions, she was hit in the face on accident by one of her teammates just moments before they had to begin their routine. But of course, it would be foolish to assume an instant headache, intense pain, and blood would prevent her from completing the task at hand. It wasn't until mid-routine, when she was thrown in the air at the very top of the pyramid, that her bloody face was noticed. Of course, she did not want to stop, but sadly, the gruesome sight and preceding loud gasps from the entire crowd caused the competition's officials to stop the routine mid-performance. As a younger sister, I thought this was pretty cool. It was moments similar to these that made me believe that she was indeed the coolest person in the world. Sorry, this is long. Fast forward to when I was just entering high school and her college. She had left her Green Valley, and at first I was sort of excited to have my very own bathroom. However, it didn't take long for me to realize that living without her was absolutely and completely horrible. Eventually, I had an opportunity to come visit her, and I was ecstatic. I suppose I had a certain idea of what it meant to be a college student, so it took me by such surprise to see Bible verses all over her dorm and observe the way she acted with her friends. I really just can't explain to you all the impression she had on me throughout this trip. That night, we slept in the same room, just as we did when we were kids. And yes, even though we were older, we did play Guess Which Letter I'm Tracing on Her Back for old time's sake. I remember so distinctly waking up the next morning and seeing this particular verse she had printed out and stuck on her nightstand. It was Psalms 119:18 and read, "Open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law." For some reason, this verse really struck me. She must have noticed how much it had made an impact on me, because a couple weeks later I received mail from her that included the same exact printout with the verse on it, so that I too could put it by my nightstand and start my day off right. To this day, I pray that the Lord would open my eyes and behold wonderful things in His Word before I start reading the Bible. Such a small thing has made a huge impact in my life. It is definitely a gift that keeps giving and has been a source of light in my relationship with the Lord. Soon enough, Melissa and I grew busier and busier as we were both in college and working our jobs. By this stage of our lives, we grew into the habit of having sister nights. Our sister nights usually consist of her slaving away baking me some cookies or brownies and then watching a movie. Our movie selections are almost always animated films that admittedly sometimes make us cry. But if you have seen How to Train Your Dragon, then you know what I'm talking about. These nights have played such a role in our relationship. Now we are entering a new stage in our lives, a stage that will once again have me missing her like crazy. However, this new time in her life has caused me to reflect on Melissa and her influence in my life. It is not the fact that her favorite color is yellow, her favorite song is Here Comes the Sun, or that she loves to be outdoors that had made her this continuous light. Rather, it is something much more. The light that radiates from Melissa is pure love. In 1 John 4:8, the Bible says, God is love. The Bible also quotes Jesus saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. This light that is so prevalent in Melissa is our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, the one who Melissa has made the center of her entire life. She demonstrates so in everything she does, from the way she takes care of her body by staying fit and healthy, to enjoying every aspect of God's creation, defending her patients fiercely at her job and staying up till 3 a.m. baking someone a favorite dessert just because, which I'm sure you've all had a taste of. Mario, I can't tell you how happy I am that you and Melissa have chosen one another. You are an amazing guy, someone who is extremely thoughtful and personable. Although it makes me sad that she will no longer be in the room next door, I can't dream of a better person for her to be with. Because of you, the light has gotten larger and is shining even brighter. I know that this is because God has planned for you both to be together, as you can do more in honoring and serving Jesus Christ than you could ever do separately. Melissa, I can't thank you enough for the role you have played in my life. There is no one I would have rather wanted to play basketball, build igloos, wrap to Ice Ice Baby, or have sister nights with. Most importantly, I can't thank you enough for making the Lord the center of your life. And now as you move into this next stage, making our Lord and Savior the center of your marriage. So, if everyone could raise their glasses, here is to the Mr. and Mrs. Blazo and their light that shines so brightly.